What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and it looks like I have a lot of explaining to do, but before we do that, let's fix up this lighting conditions. Okay, doesn't that look much better? I like the lighting setup. So guys, today's video is going to be short and sweet. It's going to be twofold. Firstly, it is to confirm that I am now a Nikon influencer. Yes, that means I've moved entire systems to the Nikon system. Yes, the big yellow brand. Firstly, it was not something that I had planned. It was not something that I thought I would ever do. However, here I am. Nikon South Africa, together with the local agent that's based in Durban, were kind enough to reach out to me and obviously give me the opportunity to test out their gear. One of the first cameras that I tested out was the Nikon Z8. Now, if anybody knows anything about the Z8, they will tell you how powerful that camera is. It's definitely a powerhouse camera, something that is designed and made purely for professionals. So I tested out the Nikon Z8. I managed to take it out and do some shoots with it. I think it was a tennis shoot at the time, which was quite amazing. Really enjoyed the camera. Really enjoyed how intuitive it is. It wasn't too difficult for me to be able to get a knowledge and grasp exactly how to set it up quickly. All the information was there. Really easy menu settings. So I shot with the Z8. It was fun. Really had a good time with that. Not long after that, there was a workshop by Letitia Cox, and I went out and I was there and able to test out the Z6 Mark III. So I used the Z6 that day purely for video. Tested it out, really enjoyed the camera. Absolutely amazing camera. It was perfect for video and it was perfect for stills. However, for that specific day, I used it just for video. Managed to get some really good cuts and scenes of Letitia while she was doing her thing with her workshop at the time, and managed to get some really good footage. Took it home really impressed by how smooth the autofocus was, how the focus breathing was insanely good, you know, how the colors were really nice and pleasing to work with, you know, at base. And that wasn't even me shooting in RAW and, you know, the really more advanced video that's available in the camera, which really impressed me. If you move on a little bit further, I ended up testing out the Nikon ZF. So if you do know the Nikon ZF, it is a SLR styled digital camera. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Class leading when it comes to the mirrorless SLR styled cameras. It's full frame. It looks really nice. And I managed to shoot with it, took it out on location. Nikon were kind enough to lend it for me. I think I may have had it for about 2 weeks at the time. I tested it, I used it quite a bit, and really had fun with it. So if there's anyone that's looking for a proper digital mirrorless camera that's SLR styled, and if you're looking for something that's purely for photography, I would definitely suggest the Nikon ZF. Not that it's not capable of doing video, because believe me, it does some really good video on it. However, it's not as hybridized as you would find something like the Nikon Z6 Mark III. And if you go on a little bit further, last year, I managed to test out the Nikon Z6 again. This time, Nikon were kind enough to give it to me for, I think it was about a week, and I managed to get some shoots done. So I managed to get some shoots done. I went out to the beach. We did a shoot on the beach. It was amazing. We did that with Trinice, and we really got some good footage. Managed to get some really good pictures, and I also managed to do a really good shoot at Old Town Italy with Michelle. So we managed to shoot at Old Town Italy, and we really managed to get some good pictures. So I was able to work with off-camera flash and get some beautiful pictures of Michelle. Interacting obviously in and around Old Town Italy. We shot on the outside, we shot on the inside. When we did shoot on the inside, we shot natural light. You know, I wanted to test out the low light capabilities of the camera, and we managed to get some really good shots. So after the Z6 III, I asked for the Z6II, because I wanted to see what was the sort of jump between the two cameras. The Z6II was really impressive, very good camera, full frame. However, I must note the Z6III, yes, when it comes to autofocus, when it comes to the hybrid capabilities, it was insane. I really enjoyed it. I was able to capture some really good moments. I could definitely use the Z6II even right now. I could use the Z6II and I wouldn't have any issues with it. If you're looking at being a wedding photographer, if you're starting out obviously into wedding photography, and if you're looking at systems that can offer you obviously a professional outlook towards a wedding, I would definitely suggest the Z6 Mark III, which brings me to the next part of this video, which is my first impressions all over again of the Z6 Mark III. But this time it's not just obviously being able to shoot with the Z6III and use it as I've done last year. This time it's actually owning it. So as I did tell you, I managed to do quite a few shoots last year on location, in the sun, in low light conditions, shooting with models, in different locations, getting some really good footage of video and photo, and it was amazing. However, there was just one thing that I didn't get a chance to do with it as yet. I did not take it out on an event, neither did I take it out on a wedding. So the theory was there that it's a sound camera. The theory was there that it could take some really good shots, that I could get some really good low light pictures, I could shoot some really natural light pictures, I could really work with it well with my off-camera flash. It was all there. However, I didn't try it out at an event. So in owning the camera now, I was able to obviously take it out to an event. So the last bit of puzzle to see and confirm if I was correct or if my hunch was correct to go for the Z6III. And I was blown away. My word, the autofocus, it refuses to back down. It's constantly looking for the face, constantly looking for the eye, looking for the closest part of the eye, the closest eye that's to you, and then obviously switching in between. If it can't get the eye, maybe if you're wearing an obstruction like a glasses or something, it's looking for the face. If it's not looking for the face, it's looking for the side of the face. If it's not looking for the side of the face, it's looking for the, the body. And it's constantly working. The algorithm is constantly working in between to be able to optimize, trying to make sure that you're getting the perfect shot. The camera was absolutely intuitive, really good to shoot with. I can see myself shooting with two of these side by side, 35-85 at a wedding, covering it and getting some really good pictures. So yes guys, I have moved over to Nikon and I now shoot the Nikon Z6 Mark III. So it's been an absolute pleasure shooting with it. The build quality is insane, really sturdy, weather sealed. It's got a deep grip. I think that's the biggest thing about me shooting long hours is the fact that this has a deep grip. The problems that I've had previously were obviously, incorrect positioning, holding the cameras, shooting long hours. You must remember I'm shooting at a wedding for plus minus 10 to 12 hours. It can go up to about 12 hours shooting at a wedding, where I'm constantly holding on to the camera, or if I'm not holding on to the camera, I'm busy setting up the bride or setting up the groom, coming back, holding the camera. And I noticed after long hours, I was battling with my hands. Carpal tunnel is a serious thing, and getting older, not that I want to obviously admit that I'm getting older, but getting older, it becomes a more serious thing that, you have to be cautious about that. So this camera with this deep grip, my word, absolutely insane. It's got a really good grip on it that I feel really comfortable holding this. I think it also comes down to Nikon's experience, with their builds. They set it up and the ergonomics on their cameras are quite good. The positioning of the shutter, you get some really good handling of the camera. So that's the two things that I wanted to discuss with you. Firstly was the fact that yes, I have moved over to Nikon. I am looking forward to working with the Durban community and the community in South Africa at large There's definitely some workshops that's going to be coming. I'm going to be working with the brands that's based in Durban, and we're going to be putting out some really good workshops. So guys, do support, come out, let's build a community, and let's take it from there. But the second thing, as I said, was to confirm that I've got the Z6 Mark III. That's what I'm shooting with now. That is my camera of choice, the ultimate wedding photographer's camera. Nobody's allowed to even argue with me with that. So it's definitely, for me, the ultimate wedding photography camera. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for obviously supporting me, this channel. Do like and subscribe, and if you can, drop me a comment, share. Let me know what you think about my new endeavor and move to Nikon. Guys, thank you so much.